Hey guys, so this is a book review for The Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, which I finally finished. It has literally been like 2 months since I've started this book. So overall, I would say that I did enjoy this book, but it was definitely not my favorite. If I were to kind of list them as my favorites, I would go with Daughter Smoke and Bone, Days of Blood and Starlight, and then this one. It just went downhill for me. I thought it was going to build up to something bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just didn't really, the ending didn't really satisfy me, I guess. This book starts off with the premise of the forbidden love story, and you would think that the pair would end up together at the end of the book, but in this one, they don't really. And if I understood the ending correctly, Karoo basically went back to Eretz to build up all the Chimera again since they were getting their souls from the tomb, and Akiva went off with his actual family to do whatever they had to do. Ending just didn't really make sense for me. Like, why did they were so close to being together and having everything solved, and then it just ended like that. So we start off with Eliza. She is our new character. We knew that she had the secret that we didn't learn until the end, but throughout the book she was really defensive about it, which was kind of a cool trait for her to have because she was strong in the sense, since we knew that when she was little she was held captive basically by these like super religious people, and she eventually escaped and made up her own life for herself. The one thing that I absolutely loved throughout the entire book obviously was Susanna and Mick. After reading this whole trilogy, I think Susanna is my favorite character. She's so funny and so kind of down to earth, and she knows what she wants and she knows what she doesn't want, and the way she talks and everything she says is just really funny and true. I have a bunch of little markings in the book for things that I wanted to mark, and there was one on page 176 that I actually laughed out loud. Was when she said that she started a yes pile, a maybe pile, and a oh Jesus you stay dead pile. I just thought that was funny because I didn't know she really had a choice in choosing who she can pick to bring back to life. So when she said oh Jesus you stay dead pile, I thought that was funny. And then one thing that just annoyed me throughout the entire book was how many times they referenced Brimstone in some way. They made it seem like he was going to come back at some point, and if you've seen my other videos, you know that Brimstone, I loved him and that I really wanted him to come back somehow, because I mean Issa came back, why couldn't Brimstone, and why couldn't the rest of them come back? There were just so many references to Brimstone, and I kept thinking that he was going to come back and he didn't, and it was just kind of disappointing. I remember one thing that I really liked was at the end of the book, after everybody's fighting, and when Akiva puts the burn on Jael's chest and says basically that he has the power to kill him, to burn him whenever he wants, so to go back to where he came from and that he wouldn't kill him. I thought it was so cool that when Jael went back to his tent and Liraz was there waiting for him. I wasn't really surprised that that happened, but I thought it was cool how it did happen, that she was just waiting for him to kill him, and that she didn't end up killing him, which was even better than it would have been if she did kill him, because she made him suffer. One more thing with Liraz and Ziri, I thought that was really cute that they kind of ended up together at the end, because we always knew Liraz as this, you know, tough girl who didn't let anybody in and who would only love her brothers, I guess. And it was really cool to see her kind of open up to Ziri at the end and have them like fly around together. Alright, so the cover. This is definitely my favorite cover out of all of the books. I'm guessing, as in all the rest of the books, that this is Karoo, and she looks really soldier-like. She looks really like fierce. She looks extra determined to do what she has to do. Daughter of Smoke and Bone's color theme is basically blue, and then the second one is red, and this one is this goldish yellow. So I looked up the color yellow to see if it kind of meant anything, so I can try and connect it back to the cover, and I read that it means kind of like knowledge and acquiring a mental challenge, which I thought resonated well with the storyline and Karoo's character throughout the book, especially especially at the end when she kind of changed her mind on the plan that they were gonna do, and she thought it through so that she could kind of manipulate Jael. And I don't really know if these are supposed to be horns or branches or something, so I don't really know what to make of them. Maybe they're the horns of some of the Chimera, maybe? But yeah, this the best cover out of all of them, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, I really don't have too much to say about this final book. It didn't really satisfy me as being the final book in a trilogy. I really want to know what you guys thought of the book and if you liked it or didn't like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!